Yeah. Hey, yeah, she just joined. Hey, Ramona. I'll get your guys' stats pulled up here. Well, I don't know if you guys are on computers, but if you are, I got your stuff pulled up here. And also this information that is showing up right here, if you want a copy of it for yourself, it is actually inside the calendar invite from today. So you could just go in there and then take a look at the calendar invite. And then you'll find this
Perfect.
attached to it. Okay.
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 Okay, cool. So I'm going to cover the stats with you girls real quick. If you have any questions, just go ahead and let me know as I'm going through it. You don't have to wait or anything. So we did the shotgun package, and we did do it over a month. Okay. Let me take a look here. Looks like we focused on pre-foreclosures in 3 different areas, which is fine. And on this campaign, we did 1,100 dials. 129 people picked up the phone, and then 2 became leads, which I don't necessarily know. I don't think that is, considering that they're pre-foreclosures, I don't think that that's necessarily bad. What we would have liked to see on 1,000 dials is 4 leads. Okay, it's generally what I do like to see. Okay, so we're about half of what I do like to see on calling measures, but that's not that strange for pre-foreclosures. Sometimes, like if we did absentees, you may have gotten like 4 to 6 or something like that. Pre-foreclosures are often more motivated, but less leads is what we will find. So I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong. On the bright side, if you look here, only 19 people told us that we had the wrong number, which is really good. It means we spoke to 108 people that were actually the right person that we were looking for. So that's a really good sign. Now, our contact rate was also really high. All right. So if you see here, this number is, we had an 11.73% contact rate, which is really high, like nationwide and everything. So those are really good stats. I always tell people 7 to 9 is average, 9 to 11 is good. Anything above 11 is great or amazing. Okay, is kind of the rule of thumb there. So a lot of people answered, and of the people that answered, 85% of them were the right person that did own the property that we were calling about. So good numbers there. Not like any issues there. A lot of connections, a lot of accuracy. So we like to see that as well. Then texting did really freaking good. But that's how texting has been going recently, because so many other people are banned from texting right now. And I think it's really giving us the edge, because we're getting so many more leads, not only because we're good, but because a lot of other people are having issues with their text messaging platforms and we aren't. So text messaging was really good. We sent 550 text messages. 65 people replied, which is awesome. And then 6 became a lead. Now, this is really good, especially for houses, because I expect to see things that look similar to the dials. So 2 leads per 500 text messages, I consider good. So anything over that, I think is good. So you guys had 3 times that amount on texting. So texting overperformed a good deal, and then cold calling underperformed slightly, is kind of how I feel like a breakdown of this one. And then how did everything turn out on your guys' side with the 8 leads that you had received?
So we have one under contract right now. So we should be closing on that pretty soon.
Wow. Great job. And then which one did you get? Was it a cold calling one or a texting one that you have under contract?
You know what? That's a good question, because whenever so that's another thing we wanted to talk about. So whenever they send the leads, some of them are sent through like an attachment, a Word document, and then some are sent just like, it's like they just copy and paste and send it to the email.
Right.
So I'm not really sure. Like, I know the one that we currently are about to close on, it's he just copied and pasted it to the email. It wasn't a Word document attachment.
Gotcha. So when it's just in the email, that's a cold calling lead. And then when
Okay.
it's in the, and then when it's in the Word doc, it is
Mhm.
actually a
Text.
SMS lead. Right. That's exactly
Okay.
right. And that actually makes sense, and that's why I mentioned only 2 leads on cold calling isn't great, but considering it's pre-foreclosure, right, they're hotter, which you guys are seeing that. To get 1 out of 2 leads that came in under contract is like a really good ratio on the cold calls. But I think that
Yeah.
that's just a good sign in general. And which of those 3 markets did that contract come from?
This was in Ohio. It was a small town. It's called Fredericktown, Ohio.
Okay, awesome.
And the guy owned like multiple properties, and this was just one he wanted to get rid of.
I love that. I love that. And good job. I mean, great job with that. I think that's awesome to spend $482 and
Right.
get a deal. I generally tell people to expect about $2,000, like worst case scenario, spent to get a deal, but that's awesome. And do you know what you're expected to make on that?
I think our assignment is we initially had it at 15, but I think we're probably gonna make 12.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
still a great windfall. That's amazing. That's amazing. So
Well,
I'm very glad to hear that.
yes, yes, that's definitely a plus. We're really excited about that.
Yeah, we needed that. That's good for reinvesting in everything. And then anything else that happened that you guys have questions about during the course of the campaign at all?
Yes. So what I did notice is I know I get like daily updates like through text messages where I'll say, 0 leads or 1 lead or
Yeah.
So what I noticed is I would get, I think these 2 leads that I got, I want to say they were the same day, the cold call. So I got those leads, but then after that, every day after that, it was just saying 0 leads. So I
Right.
didn't actually realize that we had 4 other leads through SMS until we were actually just discussing about, we were going to start another campaign pretty soon here. And I was
Mm,
kind of just going back and looking at it. I'm like, I didn't know we had 4 SMS leads because
wow.
I didn't see it in the email because every day the daily messages was just saying 0 leads, 0 leads.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
that's really good feedback for us. And to help explain it to you,
Mhm.
you get the cold calling info daily, but you get the texting info on Fridays only. Um, just to,
Oh,
so yeah, so every day is only cold calling performance. But on Fridays is when the texting performance comes out. So that
okay.
Yeah, so I see what you were thinking. You're not wrong, right? You're right. There are no cold calling leads, but there were texting leads. I think that's important for us to address too. So what I'll do is I'll even work on adding a text message that when a texting lead comes in, that they also get a text message as well.
Right. Yeah, because like we didn't follow up on those leads. We just saw them like on Monday. So we did now follow up with them, but I was like, man, I can't believe we missed four leads.
Yeah, right, right. Well, and then okay, and then the good news is you guys got them now. And then the other
Yes.
thing too you can do during or after a campaign is you can always email us and say, please compile all of the leads and send them to me as well.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
way, in case oh shit, we may have missed something, just say resend them all, and then we'll
Okay.
go and get them all over to you.
Okay. That's a good idea. So we'll do that for this next go around. And then another thing that my cousin was kind of concerned about is so we did pull pre-foreclosure leads,
Okay. Yeah.
but we noticed they weren't really pre-foreclosure. We're not complaining because we're about to close on one,
Right.
but it wasn't a pre-foreclosure. And then all the other ones that we did get as well, and even when we looked at them, they weren't in pre-foreclosure. And the other guy that I talked to, the cold call guy, he was like, I'm not interested in selling, and his property was not in pre-foreclosure.
That's interesting. I wonder, and there is 2 different kinds of pre-foreclosures, right? There
Uh-huh.
is, and I wonder which one my team used. I'll find out too. There's notice of default, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
there's notice of late, right?
Okay.
So maybe these were just late pre-foreclosures and not like officially filed, right? That's something that I'm thinking. So all
That
of
would make more sense.
yeah,
Well, but think about it though. The guy we're about to close on his property, it's totally vacant. And like he bought it at like a, tax sale like years ago.
Hmm.
So he wasn't in pre-foreclosure.
Yeah. And that's why I wonder if he was just late 30 or 60 days or something, and that's why he ended up on the list.
Okay.
Because I think that it might just be 30, 60-day late payments, or like, hey, the notice has been filed. So I'll reach out to my team and I'll have them get me that answer, so I
Okay.
can find out. That's what I have a feeling it is. That way, because that would make sense. That
Okay.
would make a little bit more sense anyway. So I'll do some research and I'll have the team text message you whatever that answer is as well.
Okay.
I think another question we had, Ramona, did you have another question?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to know, so of course, with you probably getting different investors, utilizing you guys as an outsource, is there specific markets that you can share with us, or specific like types of leads to pull that would probably generate more, or is it kind of like up to us to really kind of spearhead that?
Yeah, so the best results most commonly are absentee owners for volume, right? So like if we did this same campaign but did absentees, we might see more leads. Okay, or we should see more leads. So what I recommend to all clients is start with absentees. I'm glad we started here, don't get me wrong, because I say start with absentees, then move to pre-foreclosures or vacants. You can do it a little bit backwards. We'll start with vacants or pre-foreclosures, and then we could move to absentees. But that would be what I would try next. Absentee owners with 35% or greater equity would be my biggest recommendation. And the other thing is, we found that's a lot more about the location than the list. Okay, so keep in mind where you're choosing to. The more suburban, the better off the results are going to be. And it looks like you guys did pick those areas. So I think I've never heard of any of the areas you guys chose other than Baltimore. And that's a good sign. I always joke and I say, if I haven't heard of it, that's a great sign. That means none of my other clients are probably over there either.
Okay, and when you say absentee, what does that entail? I want to make sure I understand.
Absentee is someone that owns the house, but they don't live in it. As well.
So it could be like a non-owner occupied.
That's correct. Yeah, non-owner occupied. And whether it's vacant or rented or a family member, it's just miscellaneous, very similar to the one you're buying, right? Because, and the reason why that's a good one is because we found people are way more into selling the home they're not living in.
Exactly.
That they are.
Yeah, that's what we consider vacant.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what were you going to say? I cut you off. Yeah.
No, you're good. I was saying that, the second home is so much easier once they think about, oh, where's all my furniture gonna go? Where am I gonna go? That shit slows down a deal big time, right? So that's why we like to focus on the absentees and stuff ourselves as well. All right. Do you guys have any other questions for me at all?
I can't think of any other questions right now. Towson, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I can't think of any questions. I mean, we're interested in wanting to try to do another campaign. Yeah. Do you currently have any specials going on, or?
I could do the 10% bonus again that we did this time on this one here. If you guys can even use the same coupon code. The coupon code's actually usable up to 3 times on the website. And that's the coupon code Godfather that we just put to the chat. So you guys can use that one in again, and we'll add another 10% bonus to your next 2 orders.
Okay, perfect.
And also, are you, I know we're one set of investors. Are you guys also finding that other people are closing on leads that you guys are?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've been open for 7 years. We do like $40,000 a week in sales in business. So it's like we are, and that's lead gen sales, not house sales.
Oh, how much? Yeah. What did you say? I missed the number.
Yeah, we do like $40,000 a week in sales for like lead gen. So like this package you guys got, we sell almost like 40 of them a week to other people. But no, yeah, people are definitely closing. The big difference is their systems. So I really want you girls to pat yourselves on the back. a lot of people, they don't have, oh, I can't get them back on the phone. They're waiting too long to call. They're not responding properly. So you girls are definitely doing something right. I have clients all over the spectrum. Oh, we're closing like 1 in 15 leads to Nick. All these leads, I can't get any of them on the phone, right? So I kind of get, customers all over the spectrum, but whatever your systems and strategies are really working, I would keep responding very quickly to the leads and
Mhm.
everything. And have either of you taken, I created an onboarding course last month. Have you seen that at all yet?
I
No.
don't think so. Oh, I did have another question though, really quick. So I saw you guys also have a Facebook ad package. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Well, basically what we do is we run everything for you. It's about $250 a week. And then we recommend that you guys have $20 per day in ad spend. So it's about a total of $1,600 per month. With everything included, $250 per week goes to us, and the $20 a day goes to Facebook, is how that works. And then what we do is we launch the ads for you. Very similar to this. We'll even meet with you as well and break everything down so you could see it and everything. It's normally what I you're on the perfect path. Close a deal or two, then jump on the Facebook ad train is normally what I recommend. And I can have the Facebook ad guy. I have a guy who runs that specifically. Like I do everything else and he only does Facebook ads. What I can do if you want is I could have him reach out to you today as well and chat with you a little bit more in detail about how the Facebook ads works. But he's seeing pretty good results right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we saw that and we were just kind of wondering how that works. And then also, so do you actually have like a package where like you they do the cold call and they also like do like the disposition and acquisitions? Do you have that?
No, we don't go
Okay.
past the lead
Okay.
right now. It's a lot to take on, whenever you
Right.
further, but yeah, we stop at the lead. Now, one thing I can do is I do have a big network of people and I can make a post about someone, like if you're looking for an acquisition manager, I can make a post on my Facebook wall and see if someone might be interested and connect you with somebody. I could definitely do something like that. If that's what you're looking for, but we don't provide that as a part of our services.
Okay. Yeah, we probably don't need it right now, but I'm pretty sure here down the line we are gonna
Something,
be
yeah.
needing something like that. So I was just kind of wondering.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. I think that's all the questions I have. Tosin, do you have any other questions? I know she's probably multitasking over there, so
Yeah, good.
she's
Yeah,
she's
we all
probably
go.
not. Yeah, but I'm sure if I have any more questions, I can always send like a text message or to
Yeah,
that
yeah.
number.
I'm super available. Just give me a call or a text, and I'll get you guys taken care of.
Okay. Thank you so much, Nick.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you.